What's going on, leaders? Thank you for serving at our STF Youth 2022 Dodgeball Tournament. Last year, we saw approximately 200 students come and hear the gospel and play a great dodgeball tournament, and this year we're praying for a great night as students come and hear the gospel. And as much as we'll strive to have an excellent, smooth, and exciting tournament, the reason we put so much effort into this night each year is so that students would come and hear the gospel for the first time. But in order to make that happen, in order to make that most effective, we need to do our part in making it a great night. So in this video, our team will explain just that.
Throughout the night, everybody will have certain roles depending on what time it is. We're asking all leaders to plan on serving from 4:30 to 8:30 that night, but we're hoping that the tournament runs smoothly enough for us to be done before then.
You'll be receiving an email with the flow of the night. The night is broken up into 3 parts: registration, service, and tournament. Depending on your role, you may have different roles for each of those parts. Roamers. These leaders will be roaming assigned areas of our campus to ensure that students are where they're supposed to be. During registration, this is most likely going to be inside our East Worship Center, inside the lobby, and outside in the parking lot, pointing students to the registration tables. Registration. Our registration area will have 2 sections, one for middle school registration and one for high school registration. Each section will have a table for those who have pre-registered their team and a table for those who are walk-ups, either registering their team or registering as a free agent. Each table will have 2 leaders. These leaders will be given an in-depth flow chart for how to properly register a team. Referees. During registration, the referees will be helping with parking and traffic flow as everybody's registering their teams. Students get so excited pulling up and seeing the referee.
Roamers. These leaders will be roaming the lobby to ensure that all students are in the East Worship Center during the gospel presentation. Referees. At this time, referees will be gathering information about the tournament. Our head ref, Caleb Johnson, will be putting the tournament together during this time. Grub. These leaders will be prepping the grub area to be ready for all the students. They need to be making Gatorade, setting up everything, and beginning to prep the hot dogs for being grilled.
Roamers. These leaders will be roaming the lobby to help students find the restrooms and roaming the parking lot to ensure that students are in the tournament area. Referees. Referees are running the games now. All referees will be unavailable during the tournament, as they will be giving their full attention to helping the games go smoothly and efficiently. Grub. Grub leaders will be ensuring that students are getting their food safely and efficiently. We're planning on having hot dogs, pizza, and chips available to the students. In order to keep it all fair, each student will have a grub ticket that they'll submit to you for 1 plate of food. Additional food may be at an additional cost after a certain amount of time.
We'll be contacting the grub, referee, and registration teams with specific instructions to keep everyone confident in their roles. When you receive the email that walks through everybody's roles for the night, please contact us immediately if you have any questions.
Tournament refs, you're with me. My name is Caleb Johnson, and I'm the head referee for this year's tournament. I truly believe this is one of the most important jobs of the night in regards to making the night the best it possibly can for our students. There are 3 things we want you to focus on as a referee. The first is sportsmanship of the students. We do this event so that students can invite their lost friends, so we know that everybody in attendance may not be walking with the Lord. However, this is no excuse to be disrespectful to you or the other team. If you run into a trouble situation, please feel free to remove them from the game or get one of our staff members, and we will handle it. The second focus point of the night for you guys is integrity of the games. As a high school official myself, I do understand that it's impossible to see everything that happens, and dodgeball is no exception to this. These students will be playing for a cash prize, so for those of you who were there last year, you know that these games can get very heated, as many of these guys are trying to impress the girls in attendance or earn respect from people, which means absolutely nothing. Whatever their reason may be, it's crucial that we are consistent with our calls to avoid any chaos. If you call someone out, they're out. If you call someone not out, they're not out. You don't need to sit there and have an argument with a teenager as to why you made the call that you did. Once again, If they can't respect the call, please have them directed to one of our staff and we will gladly handle the situation. The third and final focus point of the night is time efficiency. It's crucial that these games stay on schedule in order to make sure that we don't run over the time that we tell parents we will be done. You guys are the key part of the puzzle in ensuring we stay on schedule. Here's an example of the game flow that will give you an idea of how the tournament will be ran. You will have an assigned court that you will be on all night. The head referee will call out the two teams that will be playing. Once they get to your court, get the game started ASAP. They will play best 2 out of 3. Once the game is finished, one of the referees will report the winning team to the tournament director, then so on and so forth. In closing, here are the rules for the night. Rule number 1, teams are of 10 people, 8 guys and 2 girls. If they don't have any girls, they will play with 6 guys. If they have 1 girl, they will play with 7 guys. Rule number 2, game starts with balls split up evenly between both teams and games become live when referee starts the game. Rule number 3, all players must be touching the back fence at the start of each game. Rule number 4, if your ball is caught, you are out and the opposing team can bring a player back in. Rule number 5, if your ball bounces off someone and is caught, you are out and the opposing team can bring a player back in. Rule number 6, you can use a ball to block, but if you drop the ball, you're out. Rule number 7, games last until all players are out or time limit of 3 minutes has expired. In the case of time expiring, whichever team has more players on the court wins. Rule number 8, step over the line and you are out. Give teams a firm warning on this, and if it becomes a big deal and keeps occurring, start calling them out.
Congrats, you've made it through our dodgeball video. We hope now that you feel more confident and excited about the tournament. We're praying big for teenagers to make a first-time decision to follow Jesus on September 25th. We're going to do everything in our power to make it a smooth night for everyone, because we know that a smooth night removes any distractions that students may have so the Holy Spirit can move through the gospel presentation. STF Youth is here to reach, raise, and release students, and we're expecting many, many students to be reached with the gospel of Jesus at this dodgeball tournament. So thank you again for serving with STF Youth, for serving at this tournament, and we'll see you Sunday, September 25th at 4:30 p.m.